When we bought the house about 11 or 12 years ago, there was a rudimentary kind of a playhouse floor up there. It was like a play fort. It was old and rotten, and we decided to tear it down. And our friend James said, you know, you got to build a tree house up there.
Initially, my reaction was, as this thing developed, what in the world is going on here?
Silly, imaginative, fun stuff.
Kid-friendly. I mean, just about any age group kid can really enjoy themselves here.
That's really the fun of it, just playing with your friends and having fun.
The sprinkler fun? There's lots of space, and there's a little kitchen and a little book nook and a little relaxing area.
We, of course, have the entry hall and the communications center where we have the telephone. And then after you come up the steps into the little treehouse, we have the music room.
You know, it's only 100 square feet. And matter of fact, it's only 75 square feet of floor space. And then the rest of the square footage is in the protrusions, the bay windows, the gables that come out beyond that floor space.
It's full of nostalgia and things that mean a lot to me and also to the grandkids.
She would always come with a piece of stained glass or things that she found or wanted to incorporate into the treehouse.
It was really fun building it because I would go out and find pieces of old junk that James could kind of build into it.
So there was a lot of found materials to actually build the house. The front door is an organ door from a church. So Jerry brought that home and I reframed it and put that as the front door.
My neighbors across the street had just thrown away a piano bench, and he took the two little legs from the piano bench and the little side and made a little mantelpiece, which was really fun. Old bed. It was from the 1800s. And James took that entire bed, cut it up, made the legs into the legs of the treehouse and the corbels into the windows.
And then after the kids were growing, then we needed to build a little bit more. We built the slide, and then we added the climbing wall next, because that's 5-year-olds. And then we added the climbing ladder, which is like 6- and 7-year-olds. And then last, the zip line.
We probably have 6 or 7 birthday parties there a year. People, our friends, grandchildren, and our children's friends that want them for their children. Every single sports team.
And she just gets a kick out of it. She's a very social person. She loves having people over. I think the only time she's sad about the treehouse is when it's not being used.
I just didn't have a real good experience with one of my grandparents, and I never felt particularly loved or valued, and I wanted to have happy memories for my grandchildren. I've written myself letters since I was 10 years old. This is a long letter about how I felt about somebody, but at the very last paragraph says, no matter what happens in my life, I pray that I can be the best grandmother possible. I want my grandchildren to have happy memories of their childhood.
I'm glad Jerry had the idea to do it, one, and I'm glad James had the wherewithal to build it.
Well, the first thing I did, I built a clay model of the tree itself. I had Jerry stand in different parts of the tree, and I used her height as a measurement to know where the limbs were. To me, the tree safety is the first thing. You always have to provide to allow the tree to grow and not harm the tree, because the tree was here way before the treehouse, and it'll be here way after the treehouse. I built the deck first. The treehouse floats, or it's bolted down, but it floats on top of the deck separately with its own base. The crow's nest is attached to the treehouse by a 2,000-pound cable. And the crow's nest floats on its base, and its base is hinged to the moving parts of the tree, so that when the tree sways in the wind, the hinges allow the beams to move and allows the crow's nest to float on the beams. Yeah, the neatest thing is to see the kids come for the first time.
It's just a lot of joy and fun.
I think it's a dream come true. You know, it's not often, I guess we all have our dreams when we're kids about some things that we'd want to happen in our lives. And it's created a lot of opportunities for her to, I think, be not just a grandmother to our grandkids, but to be kind of a mom and a grandmother to a bunch of other people's kids as well.